Gambit play, a fascinating topic and a subject that is very often misunderstood by club level and higher level players. And therefore, before we jump into this chapter, I really would like to clear the fog about a couple of misconceptions. Misconception number one is that if one wants to play very aggressive attacking chess, then one needs to develop their opening repertoire around Gambit play. Bzz, bzz, no. That's just fully wrong. And the explanation behind that is actually very simple. Gambit play, in general, especially early gambits like King's Gambit, Danish Gambit, the Mora Gambit, actually narrows down your path in terms of what kinds of positions you are going to get in your chess games very, very drastically. I mean, just think about it. If you choose to play the Mora, instead of embracing the open Sicilian like you should any day of the week, that means you are not playing against the hugely fascinating Najdorf, the extremely fun Dragon, the very complicated but equally awesome classical, the Sveshnikov, the accelerated Dragon, the Polsen, the Khan. The list goes on. All of these offering you amazing opportunities, endless opportunities of creating attacking masterpieces, and we say no to that by going like, no, I want to play attacking chess, so Mora. What? That just doesn't make any sense, especially if we consider the fact, and I'm not having a go at the Mora here exclusively, because other gambits actually tend to be falling short for the same reason, like King's Gambit is another good example. These gambits usually, even if they are not refuted, the opponent usually have a large number of scenarios that they can choose from, then either give them a very comfortable game, or equally importantly, a game where, despite of our best intentions, we actually don't get to attack at all. And so this is a very common trap that a lot of lower level players fall into, and they don't understand why the development plateaus when they actually put all of their eggs in one basket, the wrong basket, and they try to develop an opening repertoire that is fundamentally built around gambits with the false premise that that is going to lead to attacking chess. It may lead to some really awesome chess games, but in the grand scheme of things, you will find that you will play far fewer awesome attacking chess games than with a fully sound, well-developed and well-organized opening repertoire. To back up this point, think about the greatest attacking players of all time in chess history. I'm going to pick the world champions only now, so Alekhine, Tal, Kasparov. Arguably, no question, the three most vicious attackers that have ever touched chess pieces and reached the chess crown. Now think about their masterpieces. And if you haven't come across, or if you don't know a lot by heart, I highly recommend you to look them up. How many of their most amazing chess masterpieces have been a result of an early gambit play? I would say about 0.5%. The greatest games that Kasparov has ever produced come from openings like mainline Ruy Lopez. You heard that right. One of the most theoretical, most sound, most positionally sound opening out there ever was actually the breeding ground for Kasparov to produce some breathtaking attacking chess. Same for Tal. Second, Sicilian. The open Sicilian as white. No gambits, thank you very much. Both Kasparov and Tal scored breathtakingly amazing attacks. Absolutely mind-blowing sacrifice festivals on the chessboard, fireworks and some in the Sicilian. On the black side, modern Benoni, King's Indian Defense, both of them. And the list goes on and on and on. And for the life of me, I just can't recall an early gambit that would have resulted in either of those, or in fact, Alekhine brought into the equation, to amazing attacking chess. There has to be a reason for that. And the reason is that sound, positionally sound openings often offer themselves later on in the game for sacrifices and aggressive play. And yes, I know that I have introduced this whole entire course with the Romantic School, and their very existence was based on attacking chess based on gambits. But that was 150 years ago, when gambits were basically the rage of chess. That was the time when it was counted gentlemanly, chivalrous even, to accept gambit play and accept everything that your opponent chucked at you, and therefore the likelihood of one falling for a beautiful attack was far larger. And last but not least, in the interim, chess players got a lot better at defending and refuting these gambits. In fact, it's not by accident that by the second world champion, Lasker, gambit play was pretty much gone, because Steinitz and Lasker and their positional understanding of the game has contributed so much to push these gambit plays back that hardly ever even tried it against them, and later on they gradually dropped back and further back and back and back. So where am I going with this? My number one theory, which I actually have developed throughout putting this course together, is that gambit play does have a very important place in chess. Up to date, and I'm going to show you the most breathtaking games I could come across in my very long research, and I'm really positive that this chapter is gonna blow your mind in its content. And so what I would like to clarify here is that I'm not speaking against gambit style per se. What I'm saying is that your chess style can't be revolving 100% around gambits. We can't sit down to a game of chess and go, I'm gonna go gambit. That, in my opinion, is fundamentally flawed. My opinion is that we need to address each and every single chess game in the appropriate fashion. And when, and only when, the circumstances are right, we should go, I reckon I should sack a pawn here for my initiative and turn this opening that was never intended to be a gambit into a gambit, and thus my new theory of the incidental gambit play was born.